Today I'm doing my February favorites. I actually surprisingly have quite a few makeup items, which is what I really like about the makeup basket thing. When I was doing Project Pan last year, and it was basically like the whole time that I was on YouTube for last year, I was using the same products. I didn't really have any favorites. I was just trying to go through them. So with the makeup basket, I actually get to have makeup favorites. So let's get to that. The first two things are lip gloss. I have the Elizabeth and James Nirvana gloss in Nirvana Nude, and this came in a set that I got over the holidays, and I think they still have it on the website. I will link it below if I find that. But what I actually really like about this is it smells so good. This is like the best smelling lip gloss I have ever smelled. You know, a lot of them, they'll smell like cake batter or something like that. But this one smells so good, like frosting. Like good frosting, not shit frosting. There was some other product that I had, and I can't remember what it was, but it smelled like nasty fondant. Ugh. This one smells like good frosting. The other one is the Tarina Tarantino lip gloss in Ruby Headphone, and this looks really good over all the pinks and the purples that don't really look good on me normally. This makes them look so much better, and it's not totally opaque, but it's not so sheer that it doesn't really show up over them when they are really opaque. Like this was great over the Lime Crime stuff, which is really opaque colored. So this was really good. Then I have Bioderma. And I never really wanted to try this. I had heard everyone talking about it for years. It was like really, really big a couple years ago on YouTube. And I didn't want to, you know, go to the trouble to try to find it. And I probably never would have, but I got this little sample in a box and I really liked it. And I liked it while I was using it, but I liked it even more when the sample ran out. So, you know, I had tried the No. 7 cleansing water that someone had suggested as a dupe like ages and ages ago, like years ago. And I hated that one, so I thought I wouldn't like Bioderma either, but I love it. And I ordered it from Beautylish when they finally put it back up. I don't know if the price is like much more than like the drugstore price in Canada or France, but it's much better than some of the other prices I've seen. So yeah, that's a favorite. Then my next favorite is this Rivco Shine Blusher in Shine Orange. And it looks like this. And this was in my makeup basket last month. And I talk about it a little bit in my recap, but it's a really nice orange because it's very slightly shimmery. I don't know if you can tell there. It's very slightly shimmery and pretty orange, but it's very sheer and the shimmer doesn't show up too much, so it doesn't look like shiny or glittery on the face, which I really do like. Then I have the Wet n Wild Fergie 2 Reflect Shimmer Palette, and this is in Rosé Champagne Glow. Right there. And it looks like this, and I'm so glad I decided to keep this one in my decluttering. It's one I hadn't tried, but I kept it because it was pink, and most of my stuff is not pink. But it looks like that. It is so pretty, and it's pretty hard in here. So I find that it's actually easier to use with my finger, just to put it on and just do like that. Right there, even it up a little bit. I have something else on top of that, but you know, whatever. But I actually really, really like this. I'm so glad that I decided to keep it and to use it because I love it. Then my last beauty project is this Hard Candy Glamouflage Light. And mine is in Ultra Light. I bought this because I was out and I needed concealer. And truthfully, I was looking for the pencil concealer. I was looking to see if they sold one of these separately, but I did not see that. They only had it with the original Glamouflage, which I hate. And I wasn't going to buy that just for a sample pencil. So I decided to pick this up, and what I like about this is it's not super creamy. I've been using this Cover Everything concealer and I like it a lot. Maybe not as much as the Benefit Boing, but it's very similar to that, but it's very creamy. So what happens is it doesn't stick to some things. I'll occasionally get breakouts and they don't seem to hold the concealer well. Like it's like it slides right off, and that's what happened to me when I needed to pick this up. It just like slides right off, like I had nothing on there in the first place. No foundation, no concealer, no powder, nothing. But this actually stays on those. So I actually really, really like this. And I didn't have any favorite TV or movies or anything like that. I'm still watching the same 2 shows that I was watching in January. I do have a favorite song, and we're gonna go back in time to 1994. There is an alternative rock station here, and for some reason they like to include 90s music. And it's weird because when I was younger in the 90s, 20 years ago in the 70s, that was considered oldies. That wasn't considered still alternative rock that they would play on those kind of stations. And you know how radio stations tend to play the same songs in rotation over and over again? Well, they have been playing Possum Kingdom from Toadies. And I realized how much I loved that song. I remembered liking that way back. But I remembered that I had it on my iPod and I had been playing it like all the time. And every time it comes on the radio, I'm just turning it up. So yeah, I love that song. And my YouTube favorite this month is a channel called Glam and Gore. And it's a mix of gore, basically, special effects makeup and stuff like that. And then, you know, some glam tutorials and a few basic tutorials, but it's actually really cool. Mikey, the girl on the channel, is really funny, and I've only discovered it like at the end of the month, but I like basically binge watched all the videos on there. And then my last random favorite of February is the Persona 5 gameplay trailer. It doesn't show a lot of gameplay, truthfully, but I am so excited for that game. It's like my favorite game series ever. So I just can't wait. I'm so excited for any new like little thing that comes out about it. So yeah, Persona 5 gameplay trailer, and I will link that down below, as well as the Glam and Gore channel. And my favorite song too, for those who don't know the 90s music, I guess. And I guess I don't really have any dislikes of the month. I had so many just blah products. Like, I didn't hate them, but I didn't love them. A lot of just blah things. But Guess the thing that I hated was the shit-tastic weather. I live in Alabama, so we obviously don't get all the snow and below zero temperatures, things like that. But for me, who's been here for over 20 years, it's cold and not pleasant at all. So yeah, I don't like that. But what would happen is that it would get warm for like a day and you think it's finally gonna turn around, and then no, it's cold again. And you know, for us, having temperatures in the teens is pretty damn cold. So yeah, didn't like that weather at all. Okay, but that's everything for my February favorites, and now I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.